Hey guys, I'm Glitter Valkyrie, and today we're going to pull on the Wyvern Ninja banner. I was so excited to see ninjas come back, especially after all the pirates disappeared this year, and I am super excited to pull today. So we will talk about this banner as we go along, but let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I think that the plan for today is going to be to pull blue and red, and maybe a green here and there, I don't know. But the duo is definitely who I want the most by far. I've talked about this before, but Leg Yarn is one of my favorite Fae OCs, and I love what they did with this design. I think she is perfect to pair with Fjorm, and I'm really hoping that I can get them because they seem super strong. But I also really want to get Camilla on this banner. I think that her art is amazing as... Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to see them. That's absolutely amazing. Okay, let's check IVs. And those are IVs. But you know what? I love them no matter what. I can always use a trait fruit if I need to. And I think that we should still probably pull every blue that we see just because I love a merge and attack smoke is also amazing. So I think there's a lot of value there. So yeah, I think that we'll stick to mostly blues and reds, but I feel like we should pull this full circle. I don't know. I feel like there's the discount, so why not? Because I really would like to get Share Shade too. Okay, smoke. Holy smokes! Oh my gosh! that is Ephraim. That's like one of the best 4-star specials that I could possibly get. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's check IVs. And he is minus attack, but I love him anyway. You know, he's one of those characters that I have really low merged, but he's actually one of my favorite armors. And I'm happy every time I see him. So that's amazing. And maybe we can get Heath here too. Nope, it's a different ninja, but that's totally fine. But before all of this, I was saying that the duo and Camilla are definitely my top priorities. I know that Camilla is a very divisive character, but she's actually one of my favorites from Fates. I feel like I don't talk about her enough. But she's a really good big sister, and I love her design. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I am so happy that we pulled this green. That's amazing. Okay, let's check IVs. And, you know, I'm sensing a theme here, but I love her anyway. Sure, she's a character that just like really deserved to have an alt, and I feel like this alt is super cute, so I'm really happy with that. But I had been saying that I'm actually a really big fan of Camilla, despite the fact that I don't talk about her too much. I know she's gotten 10 million alts, but it has been a while since her last one, and I've actually been hoping that she'd get a Resplendent at some point. And the art by Sencha is so lovely in this banner. So if we get to 40 and she has not come home, I think that we'll probably have to take her. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to discuss on the banner. I guess Heath is here too, and his design is great. They really did do a good job with him. But I'm definitely not going to go super hard for him. And part of it is because he is a 4-star, but part of it is like my FE7 bias that kind of, I don't know, just clouds my judgment about these types of characters, because every time we get any FE7 representation, I'm always hoping that it's going to be Sarah, even though in this case it could not be because she does not fly, at least not yet. But yeah, I'm always disappointed when we get FE7 and she's not there, or like Oswin. I'm still waiting for Oswin. So yeah, I feel like that does tend to cloud my judgment about any FE7 banners that we get, with the exception of Ninian, because I love Ninian. But yeah, I'm still hoping for another Sarah alt one day, and they did do a good job with Heath, but not enough for me to spend on him. But yeah, that's really now everything that I wanted to talk about, so we can probably go ahead and answer our viewer questions. And as always, if I did not get to your question, I am so sorry. I will try to do it in a future one. And if you think of a question you want to ask me, just leave it in the comments with #question, and I will put your question on my list. So our first question today comes from C Pupper, and they ask, so with all of the Ascended units that we have available now, which one is your most favorite to least favorite? Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm going to forget at least one or two, but I will do my best. And if I have to pick my most favorite, I think that my answer would be Ascended Joshua, and that's really for a number of reasons. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, you know what? Happy is an amazing pull. I'm always happy to see her. Okay, let's check IVs. And she is plus defense minus HP. I will take that. And getting back to this very lucky question from C Pupper, I was saying that Joshua is my favorite for several reasons. I think that his art is truly some of the best in the entire game. I think that his colors are so vibrant. There's like so much momentum in his art, if that makes any sense. And I think it's just so beautifully detailed. And there's also something special about him because he was truly a character that I never thought would get any type of ascended form just because I didn't think he was popular enough. And so he was such a pleasant surprise, and I was so excited that there's that like sense of excitement attached to him for some reason. And I also think that he's a very competent unit, and mine's actually pretty decently merged, and I would love to get him to plus 10 one day. So yeah, that's probably why he is my favorite. But a very close second, I think it would be a tie between Ascended Hilda and Celica. They are some of my favorite characters of all time. I think that their Ascended forms are very, very powerful, and I just get a lot of enjoyment out of using both of them. And then after that, very shortly behind that is Merida, and she is my favorite female character from Thracia. I absolutely love using her. It makes me sad that probably everybody has sacrificed like 5 copies of her, but I really enjoy using her. I think she's a lot of fun. And then after her, I think that I'd probably say maybe like Yarn, probably tied with Air because I love Air too. But like Yarn was a character that as I said before, I love, and I think that her art is amazing, and I probably don't use her as much as I should, but she's very, very strong. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Is it Carla? Oh, Aira! Oh my gosh, I haven't seen her in a very long time. That's amazing. Okay, let's check IVs. And she is also minus attack. She kind of fits the theme for the day, but I'm super, super happy to see her. But getting back to this very lucky question from C Pupper, I love Lake Yarn and I love Air. They're both fantastic units to use. And then after that, I feel like we get into the characters that are more in the middle. And the next one for me would be Fjorm, and I feel bad saying that because I actually really do like her as a character, but I fought her so many times and she is so annoying to fight, and it was just like so cancerous in the meta for a while with her that it kind of, I don't know, it just kind of tainted my opinion of the unit. And then after that, I'm trying to think about who's left. Oh, we have Idune. I think that she'd probably be next. I do like her design. I think that they did a nice job with her ascended form, but I honestly never really use her. There are just some other armored characters that I like to use more, even though she is very strong. And then after that, I'd probably say maybe Ascended Ishtar. She is one that I pulled like purely for the floret. I do not have any attachment to her whatsoever as a character. She is strong, but I have no attachment and I do not use her. And then lastly, I think that I'd probably have to say Florina. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. But she was really the only character that I was like not happy that she got an ascended form. And it's not really because I dislike her as a character. It's because it wasn't Sarah. I know it's so silly, but I really want Sarah to get another form. And I feel like there are some better options for FE7 for, oh, sorry. Sorry, Florina. I guess it didn't hurt her feelings enough not to come home. But yeah, I just feel like there were better options. And so that's why I was upset that she got that ascended form over some other ones. But thank you again, C Pupper, for that super lucky question. And let's go ahead and answer our next one. And this comes from Atriso. And they ask, do you have any 5-star weapons in Genshin? And if so, what are they? So yes, I do. In terms of the like standard banner weapons, I think that I have pretty much all of them with the exception. Who is that? Is that Byleth? I'm not sure. Oh, it's Byleth. You know what? She has an amazing value for a pull. I'm super happy with that. Okay, let's check IVs. And wow, plus speed is amazing for her, so I'm really, really happy with that. But getting back to this, a very lucky question from Atriso. I was saying that I have all of these standard banner weapons, I think with the exception of the Akia Favonia, which is very fitting because it's Jean's weapon and I still don't have Jean. But in terms of like the personal weapons, I do have a number of those. I'll really only go for those if I like really love the character or if it's something that could be used on more than one unit. But in terms of the ones I got recently, I got the lamp for Nahida, and I absolutely love it. It was so worth it, not only for aesthetic reasons, but it's also very, very powerful. And I also got the Thundering Pulse on that banner, and I love it for my Yoimiya. It's such an upgrade. But aside from that banner, I have the Polar Star for my child, and I love it on him. It works super well. And I also have the Staff of Toma, and I call it that because I run it on Toma, even though I know that I shouldn't. I know it's a waste, but I love Toma. And as for some other ones that I have the Elegy. I actually have 2 copies. I run one on my Venti, and I run one on my Kale as well, and it's super, super strong. And as for some other ones, I have the Mist Splitter on my Ayaka. I have the Unforged that I do not want to talk about. It's my own fault that I have it, but I do. A lot of regret there. But in addition to that, I have the Jade Cutter, which is really good. Still saving that for Jean. And I also have Ayato's weapon. I have I'm trying to remember what it's called. I think the Haran Geppaku Futsu? I think I probably butchered that, but I do have that. And I got that one for a very stupid reason. It was because I could not stand the look of other weapons on him, and it's also very good, and I could also give it to someone else if I ever needed to. And so I think that that's all the ones that I have. But thank you for that very lucky question. And we get a null. All right, so let's back out and we will answer another one. And this comes from Chompy for Ralligator. And they ask, if you were to pick a resplendent unit or change a current one, who would it be, what would it be, and why? Okay, so if I had my pick of the next resplendent unit, I think that I would choose Female Corrin because I have her at +10. I really want to give her the new Arcane Grima weapon. And I just feel like her base art does not fit her at all. I think she's had so many beautiful iterations in Fae, like with the Sencha art. No way. No way. Oh my gosh. What are the odds of getting 2? Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Okay, let's check this one. And oh my gosh, this one is going to be the one that we merge into. I feel like I have to like truly build her now with 2 in one session. That's amazing. But getting back to this very lucky question, I was saying that I feel like Female Corrin truly deserves to get a Resplendent because she has so much beautiful art in the game by Sencha, and the Halloween art is beautiful as well, and I just want to see art that fits her, and so then I could feel like I could use my +10 again. So yes, that's my #1 wish for ones that we have next. And then one that I could change that is very, very easy, I would choose Lucina. It just hurts me every time I see that resplendent art. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but it does not fit her. I don't know why they made her a child. Like, if it were a child banner, that would be great, but they didn't give her a child voice, and it doesn't fit her. So really, anything else that actually looks like Lucina would make me very, very happy. But thank you again for that very lucky question. Okay, let's pull this blue and hope that it's the duo. Okay, 3-star. There's Corrin. Hopefully she gets that resplendent. But we're at our 40, so we are going to go ahead and spark. And I feel like we have to take Camilla. I have to reunite her with her sisters. Yes, I'm super, super sure. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh, that art is so lovely. I'm so happy that we're able to get her. And we get the thing. All right, so we are going to go ahead and end things here. I got everything that I was wishing for and more, and I truly hope that you guys are just as lucky. And I wanted to say a big thank you to everybody that submitted questions. I really, really appreciate your support. And if I keep missing yours, just let me know because I know that I'm pretty unorganized at times. But again, thank you. And as always, thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day.